through life situations, and I feel it changes us. It changes us, and those ups and downs kind of, we kind of lose our purity. I feel like that. It's like, I don't want to say lose our purity. It's like things happen that kind of create those, like we need to go through stuff and kind of release it, like this card. But then go back to that pure essence. No matter what you have gone through, go back to that innocence, which is always within you. And that's something that I've always worked on, is that as a healer, we are, constantly clearing our stuff. And it's gonna come and it's gonna go, and it's gonna be like the waves, like I said, okay? There are gonna be good days and there are gonna be not so good days. And the thing is not to judge yourself, but just to accept yourself wherever you are. And then come back to the space of innocence, come back to the space of purity. And sometimes, we go through so many hurts that we start, like if you've gone through a heartbreak, then you start mistrusting everyone. You feel like everyone's gonna just hurt you, and you just shut yourself down. And it takes a lot of work to get back to that space of trusting yourself again. Okay, and that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up with this. Is a lot of emotional stuff coming up, but we have to get back to the space of purity and innocence. Okay, because this is where magic happens. This is where manifestation happens. This is where you are in touch with spirit, because there is this thing of, I find that with this work, especially healing and channeling and on the spiritual journey, the more we can release stuff, the more we can detach from it and try not to label anything, but just look at everything as an experience for your growth. Okay, the more you kind of set yourself free from that energy, rather than holding it all within, holding it within. That's the kind of message that I'm getting, that it's time to get back to that space of innocence. And I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a process. It's a process that we go through one step at a time and one day at a time. Okay, and lastly, interestingly, we have the angel of psychic ability. And the message is your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. And guys, I feel this is all so nicely linked together, and I'll explain you why. Because when you are, in order to be a clear channel, you cannot hold negativity in you. You cannot be a clear channel if you are, if you have anger, or you have blame or unforgiveness or negativity or negative thoughts about a person or a situation, whatever. The thing is, the more you clear yourself, the more you clear your heart chakra, the more you clear your chakras, the more you get into this space of innocence and purity. Innocence and purity. And I understand we're not perfect, we all make mistakes, and that is part of life. But the more you kind of get into that space of accepting yourself, accepting everyone's role in your life and the role that they played, okay, for you to be where you are. Okay, and it's not always easy. I understand that it's not always easy. But the more we clear that energy, the more I feel you become a clear channel for your guides, for your angels and stuff. And sometimes I find if I go into that space of thinking negatively, like we all do, I always get this, kind of from my guides to kind of just step out of it. Just step out of that, okay? Get out of your mind and do something different. And sometimes I'll just put on the music, or I'll go for a nice walk, or maybe just go to the gym to kind of shift my energy and not be so much in my headspace. Because I understand that the more the more I do that, it's really about checking your vibration. Okay, it's about checking in with yourself. How do you feel? And guys, whilst I say that, I'm also trying to explain that you will have those days when you don't feel good. You will have those moments when your emotions come up. And the thing is, when you feel like your emotions are coming up, allow them to be. Don't judge them, just allow them to be. If you feel like crying, then just have a good cry. It's okay. Release that so that it's not in you, it's not within you, you are releasing it. Okay, the more you do that, the more clear channel you will be. So with this psychic ability, and sorry I'm rambling on the same topic again and again, but I just wanted to kind of clear out, because this is such a, as I look at the cards, it's such a clear reading about what it's trying to say. And with this card, I'm also getting that, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. What are your angels trying to tell you? What signs are they sending your way? Okay? And as you can see this beautiful aura around her. So each one of us has this energy body, this auric field around us. And the more lighter we are, it's like we create this vibrational match for everything around us. Okay, it's like, let me give an example. I can wear the most beautiful dress, okay, but if I don't feel good inside, or if I hold negative energy within me, like negative thoughts, then you're gonna pick on it. You're gonna pick on it somehow. You're gonna pick on that energy. So to be clear, it's a process. Prayer, meditation, affirmations, all these things help us. They are just tools on our journey. And like I said earlier, it's okay to have bad days. It's okay to have bad days, but then it's not okay to kind of sit in it and to stay in it and allow it to just be. Okay, we all have the power to shift and to make it a choice to choose positivity, to choose light. And don't judge yourself in all these emotions. It's okay to feel anger, it's okay to feel hurt, it's okay to cry, because all these are human emotions. And I've had people say to me that being spiritual is all about being love and light, and I say no, it's not, because you're human at the end of the day, and you will feel all these emotions. And it's not about denying anything, it's about allowing and accepting yourself wherever you are and loving yourself in that space. And one more thing I want to add before I close this is that also understand that whatever choices you made at any point in time in your life was because you were in that space of consciousness. And it's not for you to judge that, because from that space of consciousness, it was the best choice that you could have made. Okay? So there's a lot going on this week, guys. I already sensed that. And just love yourself. Just accept yourself wherever you are. Allow your emotions to be wherever they are. Okay? And know that it's a journey. It's not about being perfect. It's about being human. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will be seeing you next week. Thank you for watching.